While the entire market is turning red, as you can see here on the right of my screen, one of the trade signals that I gave in Discord has been triggered. That and more in today's update. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Without further ado, let's start diving in. And of course, we're looking at Bitcoin. And if you haven't heard, there is a free Discord that you can join. Link is in the description. Just click on it. It right away leads you to the Discord, again completely for free. And there I gave 4 possible scenarios. Relatively simple if you're asking me. A SFP here from the top at 108,345 and then one at 109,000. That top one has not been triggered, but the first one right here, the first one with the red, that trade got triggered actually over the weekend. You can see here that on Sunday we went higher. Let me zoom in to make sure that you guys see it. On Sunday we went higher and then we lost the level. That actually could have been a short. I was not trading. I was enjoying my time off because it's very hot where I am right now. Then the price came down and then again came up to then again lose the level. But once we reached that second high, you can see that we did so with bearish divergence on the 1 hour. So this was a 100% valid trade to take. And if you are in the Discord, if you're taking a trade, congratulations. Make sure that you lock in some profit and that you move the stop loss to entry. But this was actually really a beauty. And the other 2 trades that are actually still open and still valid for me. So let's say we go up one more time to take out that Monday high, then actually I'm still interested in a short. It also lines up with this 78.6 on the favorite tracement, 109,000. Go up one more time, SFP that level, take out Monday high, and then to go lower. That would still be a short trade if we still have continued bearish divergences on the momentum wave on market Cipher B. That still would be super nice. Would we reclaim 109,000? Then actually I think it is a quick sweep up all the way to a new all-time high, because there is just not a whole lot of resistance on the area. It's also pretty close to the all-time high. So yeah, I'm actually somewhat surprised that we haven't touched it yet. But yeah, that's really the only resistance that I see for now. If we're looking at market Cipher B, it doesn't look super strong, to be honest with you. It looks like the money flow really is curving now into yeah, to the downside. So a couple more days and we're probably gonna hit that 0 line, and then we might also print a red dot again. I do have to say, take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, and the reason is because the time frames right now are all over the place. 12 hour already printing a red. 6 hour looks okay. Yes, momentum wave is down, but money flow and view up still looks relatively okay. RSI somewhat together. This looks not all too bad. 4 hour, look at that. Looks like the money flow wants to curve up again together with the view up, although the momentum wave is still lower. Then the RSIs, they wanted to come together, but now they're splitting off again. And then we have the 1 hour that is also a little bit all over the place. We had this fat money flow, but price was just not going anywhere. If I pull this down, you can see that it was just a complete sideways action. So not only is market Cipher B over all the different time frames all over the place, but also most likely we're now heading into the summer trading, where everything becomes a little bit more slow, lower volume, and those big breakouts are just somewhat less likely. However, I would still be interested in the next 2 long trades. That would be a long trade from 105,560, because it is a point of control. There's a red line right here, but it also lines up with 2 anchored VWAP. And that is something that you don't see a whole lot. That is an anchored VWAP measured from this low right here that we created at 97 all the way up, and it is an anchor VWAP all the way from the top right here, and then it just follows price, and then you can see that they both line up together with the POC. So in other words, I would be super surprised if we do not see some kind of reaction of 105,560. However, I do not think that it right away has to be the low. Actually, I hope and I think that we can come a little bit lower, and then at least I'm aiming for 104,600. I prefer even a little bit lower, but the reason is actually because, well, it is the bottom here of this range, so we can have a nice SFP, but this grinding structure here is also just screaming liquidity to me. So yeah, if we then only go halfway and then leaving this untouched, I mean, yes, it is possible, and yes, we've seen it in the past, but I just would like to see it all be taken out. So for example, we could eventually then come down, then bounce up once from that anchor view up in a point of control, give us 1-2%, just a scalp, and then eventually come down again to then take the liquidity and then to go up. If it looks super bullish here around that anchored view up in a point of control, I have my confirmations. For example, a bullish CVD or a bullish momentum wave here that we have bull this, I will take the trade, and the same also goes here for that SIP level. Then we still have a rather large area right here underneath. We have some single prints there, we have the value area low, there is a daily FEG, there is just so much there that yes, that could offer us a trade starting off from approximately 102,500 all the way up to 104. I do have some levels there, and I will share them in my Discord, but for now I will not give them because, let's be honest, price goes very slow, and I will only take the trade in that area, again 104 to approximately 102,500 if I have my confirmations, and if I see what I want to see on price, on the indicators, on market structure, to see what kind of volume comes in. So for me that's very specific, and therefore for now I'll not mention them. I have already talked about it in the Discord, so again, if you want to join that, make sure that you click on the link in the description. It is completely for free, and like I said, I give these kinds of trades also completely for free. Now, to be completely transparent and to wrap up the video, is to say that I have not taken this short trade, although I called it, and the reason is I was not trading here on Sunday, and this second move to the upside was too early for me. I was not behind the charts yet, so when I came to the charts in the morning, price was somewhere here already, so yeah, then I kind of missed it. I'm still hoping for maybe a little bit of a sweep up and then to go lower. If we're not getting it, I will try to get in maybe on a 5-minute market structure, maybe a back test of a VWAP, a previous day EQ, something like that. Then eventually I could still get in, and of course this short trade is still very much on my wishing list, and then these two long trades that I just talked about. But if this gives us a slow grinding structure lower, I will try to get in somewhere halfway, and if I do so, I will also update everyone in the Discord that has joined there. So again, feel free to check that out. In the next video, oh no, wait, very important, before I forget, for the weekly triggers, wow, almost forgot. The only two big triggers that we have is that Chair Powell is speaking on Tuesday, and then we have a non-farm employment change that is non-farm employment change that is on Thursday. Usually that is always on a Friday. However, this Friday is 4th of July. US stock markets are closed, and also they close somewhat earlier on Thursday. So there is already a bit of a shortened trading week. So be careful that some Chinese will rip the market higher or lower, because that is the easiest to do on lowest volume. So be careful this week that you suddenly see these spikes up and down in price, suddenly a quick dump, a buyback, and before you know it, you're back up in the range, and then again a dump. This could be the perfect setup this week to get you absolutely blended, to get you absolutely wrecked in the price section, and then after a week from now we're still somewhere at the same level. I would not be surprised that they're just wrecking us up and down, up and down, up and down, because of the lack of volume, and because then it is easier to wreck the most amount of traders. Okay, that will be then really it for today's update. Guys, again, please just do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think this is useful, and see you guys very, very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.